Ladies and trolls, it is my honor, it is my pleasure and my privilege to present the one, the only, except for the 5 remakes and ports, the original Final Fantasy 3 or 6. We're not exactly quite sure which one it is, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I can start immediately by just explaining that one. This is the American release, because I'm an American, just like Krauser, and therefore, when they shipped this game to us, it was the 3rd Final Fantasy that was seen stateside, so they called it 3, so that we wouldn't be confused as to why we were missing pieces. But this was actually the 6th one created, so I'm going to call it 6, because it is 6, even though this particular original version is calling itself 3. So, for whatever reason, Japan didn't want, Square, didn't want to send us 5, and they didn't want to send us the actual 3, but instead they didn't send us 2 either. We got 1, 4, and 6. Those were our first 3. So, the same issue with 2 being 4 is the same as 3 being 6. Anyway, guys, here we are. For those of you who may or may not be interested in this game in LP, I don't know how the hell you wouldn't be, but I implore you, just give it a shot. This game, I can't say enough about this game. It is far and away my favorite game of all time, and that's really just where we're gonna start. With all my other LPs I've done so far, I've liked to sort of, not specifically review it, but kind of do a review of things as they show up kind of deal. So I will definitely do that with this as well, trying to be as fair and unbiased as possible. I will point out the flaws when they arise, though few and far between, but I'm not going to hesitate to expand upon how awesome some of these parts really are as well. I will be picking up everything. There will be a few things I can think of on my mind already that later on I might not do on screen. But as far as secrets and treasures, I'll cover it all, so you're not going to miss a thing. I will visit as many of the scenes as possible, though I don't think you can't see everything in one playthrough. There's just too many characters. But I'll at least get the most important ones and crap like that you can in one playthrough. I'll try and use the characters a variety of amount. At this point I've played the game so many times, it's almost on autopilot almost, so I'll try and make it a little bit tougher in that regard. There won't be any grinding, so you're not going to have to worry about that. As far as editing battles out go, I'm not Dario. I can't focus that much time on getting rid of all the individual battles, but they should go fast enough where they shouldn't really take up that much time, and there is also a very handy-dandy speed-up button on this emulator, to which I can also just spam speed-up button and auto-attack and get through most of the random battles quickly enough. So hopefully that won't be too big of a deal. If it starts to ramp up and how much it becomes an issue, then I don't know. We'll have to think about that, but I can't imagine it would. I freaking played Breath of Fire 1 and 2 without editing random battles, although that was a little bit different of a battle style, so speed-up button worked better. Anyway, now I've totally talked over the introduction part, which, granted, you guys have seen in the introduction video, and I'm sure some of you can read for yourself, but, what else did I really want to hit before we started this game? I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm not a gambling man, or at least not with real money, but if I was, I would put the over-under on this game of number of times it is going to make me tear up and have difficulty speaking, I would say 6.5 times. Maybe more, maybe less. That's the whole point of over-under. So place your bets. The over-under at 6.5 times is the number I lose my composure during the nostalgia and sheer win of this game. This game is just something else. I can't say enough about it, and the more I keep talking about it, the more it's just going to sound kind of ridiculous. And and I want to get through and actually start playing this game. So I know we've seen this intro before. Sound programmer. Did it show what's his face yet? The most important name on this list? I think it did, unfortunately. Oh well. The musical composer. I don't know what his actual title was on as far as the credits go, but whatever. There's one other funny thing on these credits that I want to point out. Monster, not him. Although I love how there were like 8 field designers and 1 monster designer. Like, what? Come on, where is it? Where is it? Not sound engineer. I think he's next. There you go. Remake planner. That's right. Before this game was even released, they had people planning its remake. Like, I must be interpreting that wrong. But to me, that just sounds awesome. Like, hey guys, this game is going to be so sick. We need to figure out how we're going to remake this game already. Like, what? Anyway, so here we are. Now we've gone through all this intro crap twice. And my controller is not working. There we go. Controller's working. Where does it start me off now? We get to read this again. Long ago, the War of the Magi reduced the world to a scorched wasteland, and magic simply ceased to exist. 1,000 years have passed. Iron, gunpowder, and steam engines have been rediscovered, and high technology reigns. This game does a great job. Well, I'll get to that in a second. But there are some who would enslave the world by reviving the dread, destructive force known as magic. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Like that dude who just quickly ran off screen as his sprite. We didn't get to see him very quickly. Can it be that those in power are on the verge of repeating a senseless and deadly mistake? Yeah, you could say the same about the American people. We're on the verge of electing a senseless mistake. I will keep my actual view out of this for the moment, but one of them will make the world burn. One of them might not help it too much, but he won't make the world burn. Anyway, do I finally have control yet? There's the town. Hard to believe an Esper has been found intact there, 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Think it's still alive? Probably, judging from the urgency of our orders. See, already there's a translation issue. I'll get to that in a second. And this woman, this sorcerer, it would be sorceress, but anyway, why is she here? I heard she fried 50 of our Magic Tech armored soldiers in under 3 minutes! Well, then, aren't you happy she's on your side? Not to worry. This slave crown on her head robs her of all conscious thought. She'll follow orders. Whoa, that's a sick crown. Can I get me one of them? We'll approach from the east. Move out! So as you see, two translation issues. Those guys are named Vix and Wedge. Don't go through the intro stage again. Okay, it did. I'm sure I can skip it this time. There we go. From people who have played other Final Fantasies, I'm sure you're aware that they always seem to start off with random NPC characters, Biggs and Wedge. They messed up Vix's name. No big deal. I've put her on point. No sense in taking any risks. Forward! Are you kidding? You're gonna let the lady go first? Alright, so here we are. Oops. Esper's gotta be in here. Oops, that's what I get for going backwards. I'm trying to just, like, move around. Alright, do I have... What are my controls? Whoa, my controls are funky. Alright. Battle mode active. Battle speed. Let's put it up to 5, because that'll make it a little bit more challenging. Wait, hold on. Let's put it up to 2. Message speed 2. Sound... Reset optimum. No, re-equip empty. Healing attack effect. Window. I feel like I should do a fancy... What the hell is that? Just to be different. The blue is just the best. We'll go with this for now, though. I don't know. I don't know how much I really like that. This isn't bad. You know, let's go with this for now. Alright, did that say it? What are my buttons, man? My buttons are messed up. Okay, well, let's move over here. Actually, that's exactly where I want you to be. I'll just put all 3 of you down there anyway. No big deal. Whatever. Alright, so as I was trying to say earlier, machine-riding, self-important swine, take this! You're gonna sick your dog at me? Whatever. This game takes place in a sort of a Renaissance-type era, but it's a very interesting mix of, like, high technology and yet still medieval times at the same time. It's very cool in that regard, as opposed to just ripping out a date from a century or whatever. It does a very good job of fusing and synthesizing future with past and stuff like that. Alright, so she's got more awesome stuff, actually, so let's use her awesome stuff while I can. Because the chances of... well, let's just say she's not going to get to use that machine very often for the rest of the game, so I want to use all the special attacks just so we can straight up see it. Vix and Wedge gained a level. Who cares about them? Spoilers much. Narshe's freedom depends on us. Attack freedom! Alright, you're going first. Let's use Ice Beam. These dudes have amazing coverage. Bolt Beam, freaking healing, which is like soft-boiled, and fire. Yeah, Flamethrower, Bolt Beam, and soft-boiled. Think about that as a moveset. That's pretty intense. Anyway, let's get some tech missile going on. Zap! Alright, peace out. Sorry, I'm still trying to just kind of casually go along through this part. It starts off obviously ambiguous. We're not exactly sure. Oh, she also knows magic too, but we'll deal with that later. Let's go with X-Fur. All we know right now, like, we're not supposed to know anything, which is a way a lot of RPGs start off. And you kind of learn as you progress. I mean, you can say that about any book or movie too. Like, you don't know exactly what's going on by the time you open page 1. You know, some books will throw you right into the fire, and then chapter 1 will end, and chapter 2 will start, like, prior to that, as it, you know, I forget what that's called, but there's a term for books that do that, and I really like that. But it's not quite the same here. See, this is cool. They give us different types of battle formations as well. There's gonna be front attack, back attack, confuser. What's confuser? Let's go over there. Pincer attack and side attack. So there's 4 different options that we're gonna have as far as how the layout is gonna go. And that's just one of the things that this game did really well with its detail. It was good enough, you know, having the basics and the standards, but then they just went the extra step and added in just slight amounts of variety and other things when most games wouldn't really, like, front attack and back attack. That's cool. You know, they'll have like surprise attack and like surprised or, you know, whatever. But it always just has at least one alternative thing that can go on at any time. And it's really cool in that regard. As we are progressing through this town area, we must defend the mines! We must protect this house! Under armor! Woo! Sorry. Alright, I probably should heal up though, because I don't want to die. If I die, I'm in trouble. So everyone's going to heal themselves, or never mind. You're going to use... What have I not used yet? I guess I've actually used everything. Have I used Bioblast? Yeah, I have. Whatever. We'll just go Bioblast again. She has by far the coolest Bioblast ever. As we'll notice throughout many points in this game as well. I know with the Mega Man games it was always a big point to, you know, make sure the music was awesome. For this game, I don't remember where I heard all this crap, so I could be wrong. I could just be making crap up. But I remember reading somewhere that with all the Final Fantasy games that this guy, well, they have many of them, the Square games, I think Chrono Trigger included, use the same guy for the composer, Nobuo Uematsu, and he's kind of freaking epic. So, but the point is that he was given, I was told or read or whatever, approximately 1 year to create the score for each of his games, and for whatever reason for this game, he had a time slot of 2 years. and it really shows. Most of the music and the scores in this game were just completely amazing. They not only are great pieces of music where they sound awesome, but they just are so good at capturing the environment and the feeling of the situation at the same time, and wrapping all of those into, to make an audio setting of sorts. An eerie glow surrounds you. No. These little blue things are save points. No big deal. What are my controls? I need to figure out what my buttons are, because that is not the button I want the buttons to be. So I'll make a note of the music and multiple times throughout this game on how it's just, I don't know. The nostalgia will tear me up multiple times, I'm sure. Remember, over under 6.5. Place your bets. As we progress. No, we don't progress. We won't hand over the Esper. Whelk, get them! This may look familiar to some of you. Hold it! Think back to our briefing. What about it? Do you recall hearing about a monster that eats lightning? Gastrodon. Sorry. And stores the energy in its shell? Right, so whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Alright already. That's another cool thing this game did. Let's use Tech Missile. Is that a lot of the bosses, it's not just attack and heal until you win. There's a pattern or a strategy that you actually have to execute. There's a game plan that you need. Okay, see, now he goes into his little shell, which you could attack him, you could not attack him. I mean, it's possible to win either way, really. It's not like you game over if you attack him. You're just not supposed to. So, yeah, a lot of the bosses have some sort of something to their fight that makes it more challenging or makes you proceed in a certain way, so that it's not just attack, win, Usually you can still get through that route with brute force, but it's not always the most efficient or effective manner to do so. Ice Beam! I think Bolt is what he's actually weak to. Maybe it's Fire? I don't know, I think they're all about the same. Alright, see, this is where Speed Up button is going to come in handy, because I'm just going to sit until he pops back out. There you go, Speed Up button for the win. Let's Bolt Beam that. Let's Bolt Beam that. And let's get me a Tech Missile over here. He's probably going to go back into his shell now. Or he's just going to die. Another one bites the dust. Enemies die very awkwardly. But that's okay. Got a potion. Making it happen. Let's proceed. What is this Esper everyone's talking about? Just more dudes. Kill them all. And this will probably be our last fight inside these Magitech armors, guys. The last time we'll get to see that. Or at least of that color. Dun, dun. We get to use Magitech armors 2 more times, I think, throughout the game, but it's not quite the same. So what is this? This is the Frozen Esper. Whatever that means, right? That's another thing this game does really well. A lot of games, especially newer RPGs, they try and just throw all sorts of ridiculous fantasy names out at you. And just at first it's always overwhelming. Like, I don't know what this crap is, like the characters talk to you as if you know what all this stuff is. And this game doesn't really do that. It makes sure things are concrete and simple enough where you're never lost, even if there's a new term. It doesn't overwhelm you, which is really, really nice. Hey, what's the matter? You know something we don't? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Girl. The frozen creature began emanating an eerie light. Where's that light coming from? Hey, Wedge, what's happening? And they're dead. Thanks, Vix and Wedge. We'll see you again in Final Fantasy VII. At the start of the game, no less. With Barret and Cloud and Tifa. Oh, Tifa. And now he's zapping me. What's going on? So yeah, we're totally lost at the start, which is cool in a way. And here's the chick again, noted by her fabulous green hair. Where am I? Whoa, and I only just removed the crown! Head hurts. Thunk. That blurry thing is supposed to symbolize that in her point of view, you know, it's things are fuzzy and painful and stuff like that. So it's just like, to me that seems really cool. I don't know. This is a slave crown. The others had complete control over you while you were wearing it. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll come back to you in time. Amnesia. But at least it's not just amnesia for the sake of amnesia. It's amnesia because somebody did something to make it happen. A mysterious young woman, controlled by the Empire and born with the gift of magic. Her name is Terra. See, this is the part where I'm going to screw it up. So what I'm actually going to do is... because I don't want to accidentally mess this up because I don't know what my controls are. Okay, good. Gotta make these lowercase. Terra. I actually had a girlfriend named Terra once. Although she went by her middle name, which was Luna. So her name was Terra Luna. Awesome. She was kind of awesome. My name is Terra. Impressive! Never heard of anyone recovering this fast. Well, that's cool. Bark, bark! Bark, 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 bark. Open up! Give us back the girl in the Empire's Magitek armor. Open this door! We want that girl! She's an officer of the Empire! Uh-oh. What's going on now? Empire? Armor? Look, I have to get you out of here. I don't have time to explain. Great, so we'll have to figure out this crap later. Over here! Rule 1 in RPGs, wherever you are supposed to go, you do not go that way. Let's go this way. Why? Because clocks have elixirs. That's why. 90% of the clocks in this game will have an elixir in it. Make your way out through the mines. I'll keep these brutes occupied. What a nice guy! Alright, is there any way I can change my controls? I might have to do that in the emulator itself then. I don't know. We shall figure that out. I think I'm going to have to do that in the emulator. These controls are just... They're set up for me to play Mega Man as a speed run. They're not set up for RPGs. So we'll have to see. Wait, didn't I just... Okay, no, that doesn't do that. Okay, yeah, square button is my freaking triangle button. That's wrong. But at least my cancel and confirm are correct. So that's good. And save points. Well, we didn't really get to do too much in this part 1, but I don't want to have too long of parts either. But, you know, I guess because it is the first part, we'll just go a little bit longer, just because. Pick up this treasure chest and get into a fight! Our first fight solo. Let's just burn them both. Fire! Boom, 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 boom. And he's dead. Got that EXP. Got that tonic. Tonic is well, I would say it's the potion of this game, except there's actually also a potion. Tonic is just a weaker potion. Phoenix Down brings you back from the dead. They spelled Phoenix wrong, but that's probably just an issue with the characters. Maybe not, because Sleeping Bag would have been... Yeah, if they can fit Sleeping Bag, they could actually fit Phoenix, but whatever. Maybe not. I don't know. Smack. Alright, speed up. See, this is where I need to use speed up. There we go. Kill them, whatever. Advance. I might need to even speed the battle up, or speed battles up more. How do... Config. Battle speed. I guess we'll put it on 1. Supposedly that makes the game a lot harder too. The enemies just go nuts. But that's fine. I mean, I wouldn't hate having a little bit of a challenge for once in this game. Good. I was about to say, I think I attacked the wrong guy. I didn't think I could kill him in one hit. See, I don't know if the battle speed just affects, like, how fast the enemies move, or if it actually affects my little gauge at the bottom down there. So it's turn-based combat, but it's not, it's active time at the same time, so they call it, what do they call it? Active time battle, I think they call it. Got her! Uh-oh. Where'd you come from? So I don't know, like I want to make that little gauge move quicker, but I don't know if the battle time setting that I just touched actually had any impact on that or not. Oh, she just fell a long way. She's already fuzzy, and there she goes. We are knocked out. Kefka, my sweet little magic user. With this slave crown on, I'll practically own you. And so right now she doesn't have it on and she's not resisting. There must be something up with that. Maybe she got beat up or something. Boom, and that red symbol. Oh, and then the head picks up, and then she nods. So like, it gives us very good visual cues with very slight details. Like I just think it's really cool how they did all that stuff. Fire beam. Zap. Boom. Sorry, I was yawning. Burn up everything! There's a bunch of different characters we will meet throughout the game, and a bunch of drones. We stand on the brink of a major breakthrough! In these days to come, we'll witness a total revival of magic. It is our destiny, and ours alone, to take this mystic force and claim what is rightfully ours. Not a very good speech, but whatever. With our newfound power, nothing can stand in our way. Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gestahl! Some of the names I'm also going to pronounce incorrectly on purpose, because when I first played this game, I was 5, and I couldn't necessarily read everything, so, you know. I'll probably call him Gestahl or whatever for a lot. For some reason I put a T in there. Or 2 T's, I should say. We'll see. We shall see how it goes. Who's this clown? Took you long enough. How goes the robbing and plundering trade? Treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler, searching the world over for relics of the past. He's actually searching for one specific relic. Locke. Fun story about Locke. When I was in kindergarten, I would sign my middle name as Locke, just because I wanted it to be my name, because I liked this character the most at that point. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Ha! Semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference! As I waggle my finger at you. Anyway, are you the one who sent for me? Yeah, there's a girl I'd like you to meet. Boom! He's interested. This better not have anything to do with that Magitech riding Imperial witch! Imperial troops are pursuing her even as we speak. This town is no match for the Empire. Our independence can only be assured if we join forces with the return. That girl wasn't responsible for her actions. We must get her to hear our dilemma. Wait, I think I read that wrong. Whatever. Alright, I think we'd better help. Wow, you were convinced a little quickly. Like, you just thought she was a witch, and now you're like, alright, I'll save her. I mean, you haven't even seen her picture yet, bro. Agreed. Make your way first to Figaro and talk to the king. Figaro, 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 Figaro. What's going on next? Did she wake up yet? Nope. Dude just fell down. No big deal, he can fall 30 feet. Uh-oh. What? What's that? He sees something. And, alright, he sees a dude. That's cool. So there's a dude. Now we've gotcha! Uh-oh. Did you get trapped? That's bad. That's a lot of dudes. Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. Cupo! They're throwing all sorts of stuff at us right now. It's a little overwhelming at first, but don't worry. Moogles! Are you saying you want to help me? Cupo! Alright, so this part is cool, and this part we will save for next episode, guys. Use us to save Terra from the guards. Need more information? Nah, I'll explain it. That's why I'm here. Okay, first off, I need to... Oops. Okay, there we go. Equip. I want to... Can I remove that? Remove stuff from everybody? No, just Mog. Okay, that's fine though. I wanted to jack his gear. And what this is, I will explain at the start of next episode, guys. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed the very start of this game. And it's gonna pick up. Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm actually getting really excited now. I'm getting really excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. Peace.